This is a heavy lifting helicopter mod for BeamNG. It's the Wentward HC-26 Stratuslift, a helicopter that can lift almost anything. This is a new free mod on the BeamNG repo. It's a very ambitious helicopter mod that actually works as a lifting helicopter. So in the middle of the fuselage, we've got this winch. It's attached to a reinforced panel, and you can use Node Grabber to attach this to pretty much anything. The aircraft might look really bizarre, but it's actually based on a real aircraft, the Sikorsky S-64 Skycrane. This mod is still sort of a work in progress. The cabin doesn't have any modeling, just a seat and an empty interior. We have also got a rear cabin, and from here we can control the winch. So then let's try and lift the Gavril D-Series with the Stratuslift. If I park it under here, and then we node grab the winch onto the bed of the truck. There you go, that's nice and strong. You can see what I'm doing with my Xbox controller down the bottom left. This is the best way to control this aircraft, and the other controls are at the top right. So, throttle up, and then collective we're going to raise to 40%, and that should start us lifting off the ground. Bit more. Whoa, and we are away. Now this helicopter actually flies pretty well. It's a little bit unstable, but with practice it's actually quite easy to fly. Now what I'm going to do, I'm going to extend the winch just a little bit so it dangles further down below the helicopter. Yeah, that's good. Of course we've got a custom helicopter noise. Sounds pretty good, pretty realistic. And then the speed down the bottom right is our actual airspeed. So I don't have to show you the airspeed UI element. That is our real airspeed. We are flying at 85 while carrying a D-Series. From the winch camera, we can see the D-Series dangling around there. I mean, that rope is... Whoa! The rope does have physics, which makes it quite difficult to pick stuff up. Okay, I can't fly from this view. Let's go back here. Uh-oh, climb. There's a hill. We need to climb. Okay. Yeah, it does climb really well. It is quite a majestic looking aircraft, even though it looks really weird with the D-Series dangling there, kind of upsetting the balance of the aircraft. Anyway, let's go for a crash test. I want to see what this thing's like. Oh, no! Oh, no. Okay, that's sort of a crash test, but what just happened there? I think, yeah, the D-Series hit one of the blades, and then all the blades exploded and fell off. That is one of the dangers of carrying a car at that speed in the air. Okay, without a car attached, I'm going to crash this thing into the dam here on the Italy map. It's a good solid object with a flat wall to crash into. Going well, slow motion into the dam. There go the propeller blades, and yeah, I would say this thing does actually have a bit of a crash model. Even though it's not, like, amazingly well detailed, we have got a bit of deformation on there. I'm impressed. The mod comes with just two configs. It's basically the Stratuslift without the winch and with the winch. In the parts list, you can change what is attached to the end of the rope. So we can have these quick release ends. Here it is. Let's attach something to it, and I'm going to show you how it works. So I'm going to hook up this T-Series to the Stratuslift. It should be able to carry it. Hook it on to there. Perfect. Again, off we go. Raise the throttle again. We're going to go max throttle this time and bring it up to about 56-60% collective. Up we go. Slightly tapped the truck there. Or more collective. Go. Wow. So this thing can lift up to 12 metric tons. That's slightly more than its real-world equivalent. And we are flying absolutely fine. It's so easy to control, even with all this weight. Now, to quick release the end of the rope, I believe I just press L. There it goes. It's gone. And as the truck falls, you can see the quick release is still attached on there. So despite the fact we use Node Grabber, this thing stays attached. Listen to that noise. Listen to that. This thing stays attached, so you can drop any vehicle in spectacular fashion. The mod also comes with what it calls external cargo options. You got this 4-point recovery system, which is for recovering vehicles out of difficult places, or the cage. And the cage looks like this, so you can drive any vehicle onto the ramp and then lift up the whole thing with this connecting point up here. I think we're going to try this, and I've got an idea of what vehicle to use. So we're going to use the Ibishu Hopper, and it's the classic variant because it most looks like an army jeep. And in the army, what they do is they drive these kind of vehicles. Oh no, the tire burst. Okay, they don't burst the tires. They drive these vehicles onto these ramps, and can we get on? There you go. Lift them up with the helicopter and then drop them into hostile environments where it's difficult to deploy vehicles. We're going to try and pick up the Jeep while we're flying. So I have a plan. We're going to climb and then activate heading hold on the autopilot. So this does have autopilot controls. That's perfect. Now, just get very close and very gently. We're going to go pause the game. That's close enough, and then slow motion, bring this thing over here to connect to that. And as we lift away, if I go out of slow motion, we should... Whoa! I don't believe it. That actually worked. Right, heading hold off, and let's head over to the main part of the island. Oh my goodness. It's swinging around quite a lot. I hope the Jeep is stable. Yep. That's pretty stable on there. So let's imagine we need to deploy this Jeep to one of these fields. Okay, let's choose a big open space. Let's say this bit here. Now I'm going to slow down. We're going to maintain our altitude with the altitude hold button. Let's go down a little bit more than that. Oh, that's bad. Okay. Oh, okay. Altitude hold. Heading hold. Come on. Woo! The autopilot doesn't seem to be working that well. Can we do location hold as well? Oh, I pressed L. Whoops. Well, down goes the Jeep. Oh, no. That didn't go so well, but you get the idea. If you weren't swinging around that violently, and if we were a bit lower... Look, the helicopter's still up there. We could deploy a Jeep quite well. Does it even start? Here we go. Unbelievable. Does it drive? No, it doesn't drive. Oh, okay, it actually does. Right. Well, back up to the helicopter. It's doing pretty well, but let's turn off all the different autopilot systems. And yeah, this is a very impressive helicopter mod. We've had a couple over the past couple of years, and I'd say this is the most ambitious one we've seen yet. Well, I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you are trying to work out how to fly and use the winch on the helicopter, I hope you found the video useful. I'll leave a link to the mod in the description, but if you'd like to see another aircraft mod for BeamNG, it's a firefighting plane, click the video on screen right now. And I'll see you soon for some more simulator adventures.